Hello, my name is Denny Royal, and I'm the Vice President of Design for MentorMate, and I've been with the company for about 2.5 years now. My job at MentorMate is somewhat complex, but somewhat easy too. I oversee that design department, and kind of as we work on being more strategic and being more consultative, that design capacity is something that's kind of out front in that space. So a lot of my time is spent thinking about kind of where we're headed and what we're going to be doing next as a company, and then bringing that to the design practices and the other practices that I'm currently responsible for. So my job at MentorMate is pretty awesome. I get to work with clients and work with our teams in the design team to kind of figure out where they're taking their products, what their digital products are going to be about, and kind of what that transformation looks like. So a lot of time is spent kind of mentoring those teams and helping them move forward. And we're kind of on that front edge of that stuff, right? Figuring out kind of the right problem to solve often, and then how we're going to solve it, that then trickles down through everything. So it's interesting work for sure. Design fits in digital transformation in kind of a big way. And when we talk about design inside of MentorMate, particularly in the department, we talk about that with a capital D. So it's not just the aesthetics, the methodologies that we use from a human-centered design and design thinking practice means that we're often helping the customer define the problem to begin with, or define a space that they want to go and play in and have their product work in. So when we think about that digital transformation, and we think about the fact that most of these people that are going through this didn't go in the business of owning digital products, that they were, if we think about Mr. Jim's Pizza, he wants to make pizza. If we think about one of our healthcare clients, they went in the business of healthcare to do a specific thing. And they're not used to kind of doing that digital transformation work, and it's having a huge impact on their businesses. So design is often helping them through that and helping them kind of make order out of the chaos that is in that digital world, and helping them understand kind of what digital problems they need to solve to help their customers. So what's changed since I've joined MentorMate is, I just love working for a much more global company. And obviously I joined 2.5 years ago. It was during the pandemic, but we've had the opportunity to go fully remote, which means that when we went fully remote, we can tap into talent that is all over the world, and even talent that was in our own backyard before that we maybe didn't have access to. So I really enjoy that piece, that we can hire the best talent anywhere in the world and then have them join the team. So that's something that excites me. What do I do when I'm not working? I do a lot of travel, and that travel tends to be overland based. So I build overland trucks and adventure motorcycles and ride those in the States and all over the world. I've done trips in Africa and Asia, etc. And then also besides that, I am an avid mountain biker, was until I got injured a few years ago, and I've had to take a little break to recuperate from that. So free ride mountain biking, I was riding with a team up until a couple years ago, and then free ride skiing as well, free skiing. So try to stay active, and then when we're not doing that kind of stuff, backpacking, canoeing in the boundary water. So mostly outdoor stuff, and stuff that's often on the edge that makes me feel kind of more alive. And then counterbalance that with teaching yoga. Yeah, so with kind of that more extreme on the edge stuff and more of the yoga and meditation stuff, there's a bit of a balance with that I try to create there with my hobbies and what's going on. And then I love to eat and cook too. So I think if I wasn't a designer, that would be my creative outlet. I'd probably be a chef somewhere, but that life is a tough life, and it's not one that I want to go and live. So I'll stick to the design stuff for sure. Thanks for checking out the video. If you got any questions about what I do in design, feel free to reach out. We're here all the time, and appreciate the time we've spent together.